XRP to $1.10, BTC to 150,000, RLUSD in testing phase in a multi-$100 billion market.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
Happy Monday, crypto and Web3 fans, and what's up with you today? Well, I'll tell you what's up. Drop me something hot, something spicy, I'll share it in the next video. Valentino Daxon says, my bags are packed, but I'm still loading up. Can't stop, won't stop, XRP and XLM. From across the pond, Michael Tufi says, greetings from the UK. Klaus bought a few more XRP before the tourist pump, but my bag of XRP is now full. I'm topping up in Caspa, XDC Holdings, in the hope that one of them comes good. I'm confident that Brad will pull through one day, but will I live long enough? I want to hear from you. What are you packing your bags regarding? Or do you still have to pack your XRP and XLM bags? Let me know down below. We've got massive price predictions along with some juicy market action. This whole RLUSD and stablecoin thing, this is a massive, massive market that can bring in tons of money. By the way, Tether USDT, $5.2 billion in the first 6 months this year in profit. No wonder people want to get into stablecoins. Bitcoin sitting at 59,714, ETH is 2672. BNB's facing some pressure, everyone. Just keep your eyes on BNB. Sol's at 147, up next for the ETF. XRP at 57.3. How much action price-wise are we going to get from RLUSD with XRP? XLM just under 10 cents, sitting at 9.9. Whoa, baby, I hope you took your heart pills, or I hope you made sure that you took your Xannies or ladders, because, baby, you're going to need it with this one. 150,000 BTC price expected after September, following a massive 44,000 dip in early September. Now, in early September is the Fed's next meeting. There is no meeting in August, okay? So this is all pivoting off the Fed's decision. And if the Fed goes with the 50 basis point hit, the markets are going to roar. One analysis expects Bitcoin priced at 44,000 by early September, but then to rally to 150,000 after. This analyst, along with many others, expects the months of September to result in heavy dumps in the crypto market. Others expect a bullish cycle to continue after September. A lot of this has to do with election odds and global macros. Seriously, if you want market action, September might be the month to do it, all right? But we need to make sure that several things happen, like the Fed, CPI data, and so forth. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out. Why? Because we're doing live streams regarding all of it. It's from Captain Fabic. Since March 2024 high, markets have been moving in a descending, broadening wedge pattern. We're currently in the accumulation phase just before the next massive bullish rally. Most altcoins are down 67% in the March high, and I know altcoin holders are panicking, but let me make one thing clear. The damage is done, and BTC has bottomed out, and we know the alts follow BTC. Yes, I've been reading your comments where you've been saying, bro, XRP can't move if BTC's not moving. Well, if BTC can only hit 50,000 as a low and we start breaking some of that CPI action on down and rates start coming down, oh, it'll be juicy. But let's talk now about Ripple and RLUSD, and will it be making XRP holders money? And are you excited for this? Now it's so obvious why Ripple wants to get into this. Look at this, okay? And as always, any article you see in this video will be linked in the description below. Total stablecoin market cap right now is 165 billion, okay? Tether, with 100 employees in the first 6 months, 100 employees made 5.2 billion in profit. So it's no wonder Ripple wants to get in this action, because stable coins are really feeling juicy action in the crypto market. Whenever stuff goes sideways, people do two things. They get rid of their alts and slide it into BTC, or they pivot from their alts and they go into stables, okay? Stables have been like the safety net of crypto, but yet you can get some juicy action from stables. Ripple stablecoin enters beta testing but faces a crowded market. And when it comes to the crowded market, RLUSD has gotten to line up very similar with USDC, and it's because of the backing. RLUSD is backed by a bunch of US bank stuff, just like USDC is. So remember when USDC really had some problems that had to do with Silvergate, Silicon Valley Bank stuff? RLUSD would have similar issues because of its backing. But you got to ask yourself this. do you trust Ripple more than you trust Jeremy Allaire and Circle? Because if you do, then the money's going to flow into Ripple. Ripple USD is currently in its beta phase and being rigorously tested by our enterprise partners, the company said in a blog post. This phase is crucial for ensuring that the stablecoin meets the highest standards of security, efficiency, and reliability, becomes widely available after receipt of regulatory approval. Why are they launching it valued at $153 billion? The stablecoin market could grow to $2.8 trillion by 2028. That's only 4 years away. 4 years away, and we would be close to what? 20x? That's freaking nuts, everyone. So it's no wonder people want to get into stablecoins. And the best thing with the whole stablecoin market is when the market panics, people move into stables. And when they move into stables, yes, that's when the juice really gets awesome, because then you could follow it and see where the buying action goes from there. Now, let's talk about this. Investors bet $2 million on XRP reaching $1.10 by August. Yeah, I gotta share this one with you. According to Griffin Arden, director of options trading at Blowfin, the uptick in activity surrounding the $1.10 call option could be indicative of a net long position. This suggested by the gamma distribution analysis. Adern points out that if XRP manages to surpass its recent resistance level of 75 cents, there's a substantial likelihood of breaching the $1.10 mark. This optimism partially hinges on the speculation that institutional factors, such as the potential filing for XRP ETF in the US, may play a pivotal role. Now, before the XRP ETF, Ripple IPO, for real. Ripple IPO would be before the XRP ETF. Ripple IPO, RLUSD, $2.8 trillion market cap. Now, for people calling for this $1.10 call option, if we can break through the levels of 75, well, we're struggling right now to break through the levels of 60 cents. But we're facing some things right now, and the things that we're facing with XRP has to do with emotion. And let me ask you a question, okay? Whether you're an XRP maxi, an XRP fan, and let's just say you're positive about XRP. Weren't you expecting more pump than the Torres action than what you're seeing on the screen? We've already eroded 50% of the Torres gains, but weren't you expecting more? So if you're expecting more and you don't get it, what happens to things, right? You kind of get down. And I see it. I see why XRP is starting to work its way down, because people were expecting massive pumps. Tons of people out there were at the minimum were expecting $1 to $5 after Torres gave her ruling regarding penalties. But we didn't even get that. So I totally get it. I understand why there's downward pressure on XRP right now, because the expectations were freakishly high when it comes to Torres. Now, let's be real here. A big part of the blame has to go with those stupid-ass shillers and influences out there that are like, oh, once the Torres resolution happens, XRP is going to hit a new all-time high. Oh, and they set those expectations too high. You can't do that. You can't do that and then have the market not kind of pull back after you don't meet those things, because it was all over the place news-wise. Every article you would go to regarding XRP was, oh, once Torres hits, we're going to hit $10. Oh, once Torres hits, we're going to hit $2, $3. I mean, it was all over the place. But we didn't. We hit 64 cents. Then people waited for a couple days, and that's the move you see right here. Then once that move didn't hit and we got into August 9th, we went down. Because the market was like, oh, that's it? But we know we've got RLUSD, Ripple IPO, XRP ETF, Jerome Powell and the Fed heavy pressure to cut back the rates. And that's why I asked you, are you done stacking your bags of XRP? And if you are, what's your secondary and third thing that you're working on right now? Tertiary. But if you're not done stacking your XRP bags, the market is going to give you time, because expectations and those high expectations and not meeting them are leading to extended buy windows for long-term believers. Now, does this mean we're going to be able to get to that $1.10 by the end of August? Oh, girlfriend, that's going to be tough. You would need the SEC to tuck tail and run, and right now the market is on pause because of appeal. They had 60 days from the ruling of Torres to file an appeal. That puts us through the beginning of October. So September in October are going to be freaking wild, with the election happening a month after that in November. So seriously, August might be very calm compared to the next several months after that, but is that calm allowing you more time to pack your bag? Now, I honestly think you got to be really careful when it comes to those astronomical projections. Because remember, just let's apply this at home, right? You call up your chick and you're like, yo, chick, feeling kind of freaky. And homegirl's like, dude, I am going to blow your mind. When I'm done with you, you're not going to want it for weeks after. And you're like, oh, shit, yes, this is awesome. And all of a sudden you come home and you're like, oh, dude, I'm ready to go. And she does nothing. She's asleep on the couch. In fact, you wake her up and she's like, oh, thank you for waking me up. I didn't want to sleep on the couch. It's going to give a kink to my neck because I was laying weird. So she goes in the bedroom and sleeps. Now, over-promising and under-delivering means that what? You're let down. You're like, oh, but baby, I thought you were going to rock my world. And she's like, dude, I'm really tired. He's like, but you told me. And she's like, yeah, but I'm really tired. Now, what would have happened if you would have done this? Called up your chick and been like, yo, chick, I'm really feeling frisky. And your chick's like, well, honestly, I'm really tired. If I get a nap in and if I feel good, we'll have some fun later. I'm like, oh, okay. So you come home and you see her sleeping on the couch and you're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna let you nap, baby, because she said, if I get a little nap, I might rock your world later. And then later she has some fun with you and you're like, oh, you set the expectations here and you met those expectations. That's what the market's going through right now. You cannot deny the emotional effect that all of these like hype and hopium and crazy astronomical price things have on the market. Now, if news outlets out there would have been like, yo, dude, XRP Torres action, we're going to get to 65, 70 cents. You'd be like, okay, that's kind of boring. But when it happens, you'd be like, oh, okay, you told me about it. That was the expectation. That's the reality. Okay, cool. But for all of those people out there, all the people on Twitter, I can't even talk, I'm going to leave that in there. But all the people on Twitter, what about all those YouTube shillers and influencers? See, I'm a news channel. I bring news whether it's good or bad, happy or sad. But what about all those shillers telling you, oh, you better pack those bags because when Torres happens, we're going to moon to $5. And you're like, dude, the economic conditions aren't that good. BTC isn't that good. And they set that expectation so high. And when you're looking at it, you're like $5 and we get 64 cents. You're like, oh. So then you chill out a little bit. So it really is about expectations versus reality. And ladies, I got your back too. Because when your man says he's going to be plowing that field for a good half hour and you're going to be sore after, and he lasts only 2 minutes, expectation versus reality. You know what I'm talking about, right, ladies? Now, in terms of RLUSD, very excited about that. Seriously, I'm very excited about that because stablecoins, there's just so much money to make. Tether, whether people freaking like them or not, and again, all those people, oh, Tether's going to go bankrupt, Tether's going to go insolvent. They made fucking $5.2 billion with 100 employees. That means each employee, if you did just basic math, was worth $52 million in profit. Are you worth $52 million in profit to your company? Probably not. I'm not knocking on you, but that's a freakishly high number. So there's a lot of juice. There's a lot of desire. There's a lot of action in stablecoins, and easier to get regulatory approval with stablecoins and cryptos. Oh, so you can make juicy money with it. But you know what I'm really excited for? Ripple IPO. And as long as the SEC doesn't come in, piss in our Cheerios, tell us that they're going to give us a half hour of rocking our world, and then all of a sudden come out with like 2 minutes, it's going to be expectations versus reality. Ripple IPO is where I'm seriously most excited. It opens the doors for more things than you could ever imagine. But I want to hear from you, and I want to hear about packing your bags. Is this giving you time to pack your bags, and you packing your bags more? And if your XRP bags are full, what are you working on for your secondary and tertiary bags? Let me know in the comments below because I'm about ready to stretch after this. I'll read your comments, reply to them, share them in the next video. I'll catch you cool cats later. And as always, Cody Co hasn't said anything. Choo choo, bitches.